Hey guys, it's great to see you. This video today is a big thank you to all of you for 1 million views on the channel. Really can't believe it how big the channel has grown, and thank you so much for all your support and all your continued support. So what I thought I'd do today is put together a video of all of my favourite mods. I did put a poll on my community pages and that is what people wanted to see. So let's jump right in then at this awesome Porsche 917K. So this is thundering around 1966 Monaco. I put this together probably about 4 or 5 months ago. Still one of my favourite mods. It's also got one of the sound mods on it as well. And again guys, all of the links to all of these videos and all the cars are in the description, so do check that out. Not only does this 917K drive like an absolute monster in the game, it's also got one of the best sounding engines in the game, for me anyway, so this is one of my first favourites. Just while we're on Monaco 1966, this is footage of one of the first races we did on my dedicated server. So if you've not jumped on that yet, do check out the community pages. There's hot laps every week and races every weekend, and it is brilliant meeting you all and racing you online. So do check that out guys. The next one then on my list is this Student GP, and this is the Mad Formula team. I think this was version 1.4 when I recorded this. I think they have gone up a different version now. Absolutely brilliant, and the reason I love this mod, it's so good to drive. Don't get me wrong guys, there's two versions of this. The faster version of it is a real beast and it is hard to drive, but they are so much fun. Really rewarding for your driver skill. So if you've not got this yet, do grab it. This is, by the way, one of the GPK circuits. I think this is Adelaide, so do grab that too on Race Department. The next car is on most people's favourite list, and it was certainly featured in a number of my videos over the last year, and that is this Singer 911, one of the best put together mods on Assetto Corsa, full stop. It's in most people's top 10 lists. I know it's one of the most popular mods on Race Department, and just look at it, it looks beautiful in this burnt orange too. And not only does it look gorgeous, it actually drives just as well. A brilliant mod, and this is what Assetto Corsa modding is all about. Now we're on to one of the best mods on Assetto Corsa full stop, and that is Shitoko. The guys that design and build this and are still updating it, and I know there's lots of new updates still to come, have done an absolutely fantastic job. So of course on this footage here I'm driving around Shitoko with the traffic mods on, and there are a number of videos on my channel that show you how to do this, including where to get the motorbikes from. Absolutely brilliant fun, and one of the favourite things I have done in the last year, and I've really enjoyed this. I know you guys want more Shitoko, and there will be lots more Shitoko coming to the channel very soon. I often talk about the level of detail that the modders go to when they're building these cars and tracks, and they do a fantastic job, so a big shout out to those as always. But this Levin really shows off that, especially when we jump onto the interior. So not only does it look gorgeous on the outside, the inside is really meticulous levels of detail. So the guys that build these really do love these cars, and that's one of the beauties of the community in Assetto Corsa. The modders really love the cars, and the people that drive them really appreciate them. Just look at that dashboard. This is one of the best things I've seen on Assetto Corsa over the last year. Absolutely fantastic, so do grab this. You've probably noticed that there's a few older cars in this list, and that's because obviously I'm a little bit older and I do like my old cars. And this BMW touring car from the late 80s, early 90s is brilliant too. And again, I'm driving around here on the Pacific coast. It's just a leisurely drive, and again, this is the beauty of Assetto Corsa modding. It's not all about racing at breakneck speed. Sometimes it's just about enjoying the car and enjoying the scenery and the road or track. And also a bit of a shout out to Pacific Coast. I know I don't feature it too much on the channel. It's been on a couple of videos, but it is brilliant, so do check that out too. Some cars are just beautiful, and this is one of them. This is the Lola T70 Mark II Spider that I've driven around at 1960s Le Mans as well as a number of other tracks. Not only does it look beautiful, the level of detail again is really top notch, and also it sounds incredible. Driving it, well, these older cars were all a bit of a beast, and it is brilliant to drive, a lot of fun, and again very rewarding for driver skill. Another essential for your collection. Next up is something very different, and that's BMNG. Now BMNG is one of my passions, and it's so important for the channel because right at the beginning of the channel, if you scrolled right to the beginning of the videos, you'll see that I did a number of videos on BMNG. They were an absolute pig to put together and to edit, and all the replays you have to do, but I still love them and they are really cool. BMNG is a fantastic engine for building different kinds of racing worlds, and as you can see here, I'm driving around an Assetto Corsa modded track on BMNG, and it's really good fun. And of course with BMNG you get all the crash physics as well. So I was talking to a few people recently, a few subscribers, and they've still not got BMNG. If you haven't, grab it, it is brilliant. This next car should be no surprise to any of you that watch my channel, the XJ13. This is a beautiful car and a beautiful mod. Now there was only ever a couple of these built in real life, and this is again the beauty of Assetto Corsa, is that we can recreate these cars and we can all enjoy not only looking at them but driving them. This is of course Bella Vista, which I've featured on the channel. There are so many great free roam tracks now, but all the better for CSP and Sol. Look at that weather. We all know, we all love a good Scooby, and the next mod is one of the best out there, and this is of course the 2007 Impreza Tune GD. So I featured this probably 3 or 4 times on the channel, and I still look at it and I'm amazed at the quality of it. The level of detail, not only on the paintwork but on the interior and the way it drives. This is a really faithful recreation. Another one of my big highlights for this year was driving this car, so fantastic, and thank you so much to all of the modders that do this great work. And the last on my list is right out of left field, and that is Richard Burns Rally. So up until recently I'd never really played this. I played it a little bit when it first came out, which was quite a long time ago now, but of course this is one of the highly modded versions that I've featured on the channel. It was a real surprise to me just how good this not only looks but how good it drives, and there is a massive modding community around Richard Burns Rally. So if you've not checked this out and you do love your driving, of course you do, you're on the channel, do check it out. I think it's about a 4 gig download, and there are multiple versions out there, but this is a great example, so the links are in the description obviously, so do check this out. There you have it then guys, they are my highlights for my first 1 million views. I can't thank you guys enough, and I will say it again, thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed the videos. Do check out the rest of the channel as I always say, and if you are new here, I'd love to have you on board for the journey. So click on that subscribe button, and remember guys to check out my Discord and chat to all my other subscribers. See you soon guys.